Hi, welcome back to Yoga Terra. So it is back to school time. I have had my kids back in school for just a couple days and I'm adjusting. It's kind of always an adjustment for me. But I have some oils today that are going to help with focus, and whether it be for your kids or for yourself. But if there is a need for improving your focus, here's a few options. We have probably one of the favorites that everybody loves is just to combine some peppermint and wild orange in a roller remedy, and that is a really refreshing, lovely smell. And it's more of a just kind of pick you up and wake you up kind of thing to help bring focus back. And it's uplifting. It's really great for us to use at homework time when the mood might be a little off. In the morning we really like to use Intune. This is doTERRA's blend that they put together. It has a very earthy smell. It smells mostly like patchouli. If you like patchouli, you'll like Intune. And we usually just put a little bit on the back of the neck or down the spine at breakfast time before school, and it's really quite noticeable in helping kids to calm down and to focus. This is a blend that I made for one of my kids that we love, and it's Vetiver and Balance. So this is like for the kid that gets kind of nervous or anxious about what's going to happen next, and they're apprehensive, or maybe they don't like testing, stuff like that. And this one is a really, really good blend for that. Vetiver by itself is incredible for focus, and I've used that many times. So I'm going to use the peppermint orange today, and this is one that I use a lot. You can just rub that on the back of your neck and breathe that in. You can put that on the bottom of the feet. You can put it down the spine. You can put it in your diffuser. Okay, all of those things are good. And a few things that bring focus to your yoga practice are, that I've noticed for me, are the breath. When I've concentrated on the breathing and bring my mind to a more present state, using the breath as a tool for that. And then also repetition tends to bring more focus to my practice, and maybe doing something challenging like a balance or something I haven't tried before always helps me to bring more focus to my mat and what I'm trying to accomplish. So if you tend to be distracted in your practice, those are a few things that can help. And we're going to do that today. So let's just begin by coming to a kneeling position here. We're going to press forward into the hip flexor. And I just want you to kind of lean forward and hover over that front leg, but you're going to hinge the hip back at the same time, so that the weight is where it needs to be in center, okay? Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, lift up, and exhale forward. And lift, and back. Lift, and bring it back. Up and back. Good. Then tuck the toes. You can place the hands on the knee to lift up. Find that and bring it forward. Lifting up, inhale, and back. And lift, and back. Lengthen through the torso. Lift up through the navel as you come forward. Inhaling and exhaling, right? And then draw that into heart and take a spinal twist across. You can modify this, take your knee down if you need to. or you can open it up. And let's step back. Maybe take a vinyasa through. And we'll go to the other side. Stretch it out a little bit and then lean forward. Hinge that hip back. The tendency is to just let that knee come all the way forward like that. Bring it back instead. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift. And exhale back. Inhale, lift. And back. And lift. And back. Good. We're going to place that here. Tuck the toes, lift up. And again, bring it forward. Hinge that hip back here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, lift and exhale. Lift and exhale. Last time, lift up. Draw that into heart. Take it across. Again, you can modify or you can open it up. Press back, move through. Sun salutations are always good repetition to bring focus to the practice. If you want to add that in today, just pumping through those heels. I'm going to walk my hands back toward the feet, hanging in waterfall. And I'm going to just slowly bend those knees, bring the arms back, and then lift up. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Lift and back. Good, and let's just take that a little deeper this time. We're going to straighten out the legs, interlace the fingers behind. Go a little deeper. Good, just release. And then moving into a balance, okay? This is your challenge for the day. You can take just a tree pose, okay? And if that's challenging enough for you, just stay there and work on maybe different types of arms, okay, to lift. Or we can take this across the hip, finding center. You may want to continue holding onto this foot. I'm going to sit back like I'm going into a chair. And then I'm going to reach forward as far as I can to move into the arm balance. I'm hooking my foot on top of my arms and bringing it forward. And the other leg lifts off, comes back. Bring that in. Maybe balance, maybe come back to that forward fold. Good, and coming out. So that's definitely something that's going to take some focus to do, right? So moving to the other side. Really pushing into the mat, lifting the hips up and over the hip of the standing leg. We take this across. Maybe letting go, maybe not. I'm going to let that slide down a bit so I can sit back into that chair. It really activates the core, getting you ready for the next thing. So you reach out way out in front of you, okay? And then up and over those arms as you hook it. I start here and then I push back. I might touch the toes and then lift. Again, this is the sort of thing that you build that strength by repeating in the practice. So building upper body strength to help hold the body up comes from a lot of our sun salutation practice. And really just being able to tune out distraction is huge when it comes to balancing, when it comes to doing something challenging like that. So that is really the main focus of the practice today. If you feel like you're accomplishing anything, that is the most important part. So stand in mountain pose, open heart. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.